So you're a YouTube guru, perhaps? Maybe you're not. Maybe you're new to YouTube. Maybe you're new to uploading video to the web in general. Now, here I want to talk about 5 things that are on YouTube, which is the most popular video sharing broadcasting site out there on the web right now. I want to just talk about 5 things you might not know about YouTube that are new, that are being developed on YouTube, and they're kind of hidden away on YouTube. They're not really out in the open, so you don't really just see them. They're kind of hidden features that are slowly being developed and are being put into production so everyone can use them little by little. The first thing I want to talk about is something called active sharing. Now, you probably are watching a video on YouTube perhaps, and you see like who it says so and so is watching this video, and it has the little green little a circle with the name of the people who are watching the video. That is not on by default. You have to go into your account and turn on active sharing. It's under the history portion. So that's the first thing. It's pretty neat. It allows others to see what you're watching, and that's very basic. But that's the first thing you might not know. How do you get people to know what you're watching? That's how you do it. It's called active sharing. Number 2, audio swap. Now this is pretty neat. Granted, granted all the what it allows you to do first of all is it allows you to replace the audio in your video with actual licensed music from artists. Now, I looked through it, I enabled it in my account. The problem is with this, there really aren't that many artists on there right now, but they say YouTube's saying they're working on getting more artists. So I would believe that. I mean, why wouldn't they? They want people to be able to put music in their videos, so I'm sure they're working on that. This is officially licensed music by artists who have labels and whatnot. The list, to be honest though, the list isn't that big. There's not really that many artists that you might know of, but they are there, and I'm sure they're working on getting more. So that's the second thing. But be careful with that, because if you add music to it, if you add music to your video, what it happens is it actually replaces the audio in the video at the time. So if you're just looking for background music there's not much going on, you just want background music, check it out. But other than that, there's really not much music there, from what I've seen. The next thing I want to talk about is something called Remixer. And Remixer is essentially, it's a Adobe Premiere Express. It's an engine. It's in beta, and it basically allows you to edit your videos on YouTube using the Adobe Premiere Express software. It's really pretty cool. If you don't have any video editing software, this is definitely the way to do it. You can add transitions, effects, all these different little things, borders, text, whatever you want, whatever you need, you can add it onto your video using the Remixer feature on YouTube, which is pretty neat. I mean, all these things are really neat. Now this is where it starts to get cool, like really cool. The next thing they have is called streams, and with streams you can chat with others who are actually watching the same video as you, as long as they have it turned on. And now that's pretty neat, I think. So like if you're watching the same video, you can chat, and the other person has streams turned on, you can chat with the person who's watching your video. And I believe streams also allows you to stream. However, I have not been able to get that to work. So if you have, let me know how you do it, because I'm trying to figure it out myself. Nonetheless, streams is pretty cool as well. Now the last one I want to talk about, this is number 5, feature 5, that you might not know about on YouTube, but it exists, is called Warp. Now Warp is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. I wish I could show. Let me see if I can. I'm not gonna be able to show you because I'm gonna have to turn the camera on. But essentially, I'll tell you what it does, and I'll give you guys a link to the test tube page, is what they call it. This is the test tube page, is where they have all these features listed. It's buried on the bottom. It's not always the easiest thing to find, so I'm just gonna give you a link in the show notes. But what Warp does is it basically is like a visual experience on browsing different videos on YouTube. So let's say, for example, they have a little it's a little circle with the video, and what you do is it takes you to a full screen page, and they have these little circles with all these videos, and what it does is if you hover over that particular video that you want to look at, it'll expand and it'll show videos of similarity to that one in some way or form. They decided that these, I don't know the algorithm that they use to do this, but it'll pop out more videos and you can keep going and going, and then if you press play on one of them, it'll play in a player on the screen. It's pretty cool. I as of now, I really wouldn't say that it's the way to use YouTube, because it's not. It's definitely confusing a little bit, and you don't always get the results you're looking for. But it's definitely something you should check out because it's really pretty neat just to play around with for a few minutes or so, or just to mess around with and see what you can do with it. It's cool. It's called Warp. It's one of the newer features on YouTube. I'd recommend you check that out. Those are the 5 things that you might not know about YouTube that actually exist that you don't know about, or maybe you knew about them but you didn't know exactly what they were what they were there for, what they were supposed to do. Hope this video helped. This is there are 5 things that maybe you'll turn into something on YouTube. That's on the test tube page. I'll give a link to that on the show notes. And thanks for watching. This is the Best Techie Net show. We're on live.besttechie.net. We have the chat room, which is going on 24/7, 365. We talk tech, whatever, basically, whatever you want, talking about it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.